Another cloudy day maybe brought the promise for some rain this morning, but the clouds eventually just broke apart more than anything else, and we were looking at a little bit more sunshine throughout the afternoon. And the rain showers, well, very few of them actually got here. Here's a look at the radar summary showing that most of the rain, and a good soaking rain at that, has been over southeast Georgia today, northern Florida, coastal areas of South Carolina, Panhandle of Florida. Some good thunderstorms popped up this afternoon, and even looking out here into western Alabama, way west of Montgomery, there have been some thunderstorms, but they're moving away from us. They're headed out toward Mississippi, and there has really been very little throughout the Chattahoochee Valley all day today. Let's go to live triple Doppler 9. I think we got a few things to show you here, and a couple of showers. That's it. Here's one up in the southernmost part of Harris County. Could get across the Chattahoochee, but will not last too long. There's one right over Seal. You folks in Seal and Russell County, you're getting a decent shower at the moment, and you're one of the lucky few. And then here's another one down along the Bullock and Barber County line in Alabama. Again, all this activity moving to the west. Now let's see what our weather watchers reported. We did have one report of rain, and that was it. A good 0.3 of an inch. Nice. Not what we need, but something anyway. That report from Greg Palmer in Talbotton. Other readings today, temperature-wise, got kind of warm in places that got sun early. 89 in Eufaula and a high of 90 degrees at Cuthbert, and those lows were down in the 70s this morning. It's more like early September than the early part of October. Mostly lower 80s and some upper 70s turning up around Georgia and Alabama at this hour. And the dew points, this you don't see very often in October when they're up above 70. These are summer-like humidities showing up, and you can feel it. All you have to do is step outside, and you'll notice how humid it is out there. High pressure up here and low pressure down here. That means we're kind of kicking up the winds in our area. Those winds have brought back that moisture in here. It's just been hard to get the rain going out of all this moisture hanging around. Similar situation tomorrow. The low tracking through the Gulf probably will almost fall apart, but the moisture will linger. And so there is hope once again tomorrow. A little daytime heating could spring up a shower or a thunder shower, but warmth dominates much of the country. One exception to that out west. Yeah, it's probably going to be snowing in parts of the Rockies tomorrow if you want to find some fall-like weather for a change. 83 our high in Columbus today, 73 the low this morning. We had a few drops of rain in the parking lot today, and that was about it. Here's your forecast for tonight. We'll call it mostly cloudy, and there will still be a chance of a shower or two developing, especially early on. 72 degrees, that'll be our low, and then for tomorrow, we're back up to a high of 84. Partly sunny skies, scattered showers, and maybe a few thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds out of the east. And then for Saturday, I think the chances for rain drop off a little bit for the weekend, and we'll get more sun, but still have to leave it a slight chance. Look at those temperatures. Upper 80s, lows around 70. That's just, you don't expect that in the fall. So we're still kind of waiting on that big cold front. By the way, for more weather, when we're not on, anytime you can head to our website. You'll find the same reliable forecast you get right here, right there, WTVM.com.
WTVM.com. Okay.
1 hour earlier, this is WXTX Fox 54 weather with Kurt Schmitz.
Well, all this week, the question on forecasters' minds has been, how hot is it going to be this weekend? Obviously, the pattern has shifted, and there's some hot air waiting to move in on us. And the answer to that is hot, but not all that hot. For example, Saturday, low to mid-90s for highs, which is above normal, but really not extreme for this time of year, and partly sunny skies, and much the same, I think, coming our way for Sunday, too. Now, let's go back in time today. There was really nothing going on. Nothing much happened, a few fair weather clouds around. And all of a sudden, watch the star here, which is where Columbus is. Look at these little tiny showers that developed very close by. I mean, you blinked and you missed them. That's how quick they were in and out of the area early this evening around the dinner hour and gone at this hour. Still around I-75, there's a lingering shower down that way. But other than that, we're a long way from any rain. Still North Florida, maybe seeing a couple of showers, and that is about it. And there were some clouds around earlier today. We saw those. Now those are starting to break up for the rest of the night. Georgia and Alabama should be mostly clear. Temperatures have leveled off now in the upper 70s for the time being. They'll drop a little bit more to our morning lows. Auburn's a little warmer at 82. Columbus at the airport, they had about a quarter of an inch of rain and got cooled off into the 70s early on. 78 at Fort Benning, 81 in Macon, and Albany a little warm at 83 degrees. Similar numbers turning up across Georgia and Alabama. One of the warmer ones is Atlanta, at least at Hartsfield Airport, 85 there. And we're starting to see the dew points come back up again. They really stayed down most of the day today, so it was not an uncomfortable day. Now the humidity is starting to come back, particularly in Alabama, where you see the numbers at or above 70. We look ahead to tomorrow, and again, we're watching the heat push mainly up toward the Midwest and the Ohio Valley, but we're going to get our share down here as well, as the forecast does reflect that. To the south, the showers and thunderstorms will be there, and there's a slim chance that an isolated one could occur here, much like we saw today. And notice that the high temperature map is really spreading that heat over a large portion of the eastern U.S., a lot of hundreds back into the plains, and the 90s coming eastward and dominating much of the eastern U.S. Now, today we got up to 93 in Columbus for our high, and that's only 1 degree above the average for this date. 71 was our low, and we had a little rain here at the station, too, but it only gave us 0.06 of an inch. And your forecast, becoming mostly clear tonight with that low in Columbus around 73 and 72 in Opelika and Auburn. And then for tomorrow, partly sunny, slight chance of an afternoon shower, but our high should be able to climb up to 95, and in Auburn and Opelika, 93 degrees. 94 for Sunday, and then we'll see a slow downward trend in the temperatures, at least the high temperatures. By Monday and Tuesday, isolated showers and then scattered showers and thunderstorms, more numerous by the time we get to the middle of next week, if you want to look that far ahead. But if you just want to look at the weekend, if you've got plans, it looks okay, I would say.
Yeah, that looks really good.
A little on the warm side, but no problem.
Well, thanks a lot, Kurt.
You bet.
Weather coverage you can count on from Storm Team 9 and the area's only live Doppler 9.
Well, thanks to the rain that we had a few days ago and the increasingly warm daytime temperatures, things are starting to green up across the valley. And sure enough, it fits St. Patrick's Day. With these temperatures that were in the upper 70s and low 80s across our Weather Watchers network today. Started out kind of chilly, though. We had 30s in Hurtsboro and Smith Station, and also Diane Albritton in Americus, down to 37 for a low this morning. But we went up a long way thanks to the abundant sunshine that was present over the region. And here it is. We see just basically clear skies, not just in Georgia and Alabama, but through the entire southeast and up to the north along the eastern seaboard and up toward the Great Lakes region, with only a few clouds back here over the Midwest and nothing really showing up on that particular satellite that is going to affect us at all. And look at how the temperatures responded. And not just here, a little cool still in the northeast, the cooler air, kind of like what we saw yesterday, is retreating off to the north and east. And meanwhile, warm air is replacing it. 82 in St. Louis, Indianapolis at 73, 87 in Oklahoma City, and 90 in Lubbock out in the Texas Panhandle, would you believe. Things are starting to warm up in a hurry, maybe faster than we'd like, but it sure did make for a great day around here. Fort Benning reporting 80 this hour. We find Auburn at 75, LaGrange at 75, and Albany coming in with 79 degrees. Similar numbers turning up all across Georgia and Alabama this late afternoon. A couple of exceptions. Savannah, Brunswick, just enough of a breeze off the Atlantic to cool them down by a few degrees. And tomorrow, not much will change because high pressure is still hanging around. This high spreading throughout the southeast, and this front, for the time being anyway, is not a player in our weather. Now, I think it may sink far enough south into Georgia to give us maybe a few clouds come Saturday and Sunday, but it's not going to change our weather in any appreciable way. We'll maintain the temperatures. We will not get into any cool air behind it, and we will not see any precipitation from that front dropping in. So in other words, status quo for at least a while longer. Today in Columbus, 78 was our high so far. That is a huge jump from our low this morning of 42, 36 degrees from morning till afternoon, and that did put our high now above the average of 70 for this date. Clear and cool then tonight, 49 degrees for a low, 48 in Opelika and Auburn, and winds that will go calm. Sunny and warmer than tomorrow. High up there at 81 degrees. Pretty close to that in Opelika and Auburn as well. And then Saturday we'll probably add a few more degrees to that, 82 at least in Columbus, and more of the same for Sunday. Maybe a little setback in temperatures, but not enough that you'll notice. And in fact, the lows in the morning will be a little bit milder. We'll be seeing those in the 50s. That's just about perfect weather, those 50s and then upper 70s, low 80s for highs. And a reminder, thunder in the valley. We'll have a few clouds and warm temperatures and spring beginning on Sunday with a very spring-like day, partly sunny, and 79.
All right.
Yeah, so take advantage of this weather. It will not be this way all the rest of the year, so you got to get out and enjoy it while it's here.
It is gorgeous. All right. Thank you, Kurt.